Hello, Happy New Year. Um, I suppose at the New Year, it's a time when we all think about getting rid of the old stuff and bringing in the new. And I hope that for people who have been dealing with tinnitus, they'll be able to get rid of some of the bad stuff about it and start to welcome in a whole new year that will prove to be much more satisfying. Um, I think when it comes to the thought process that helps us to deal with tinnitus, it really is important to recognize that there's some thoughts that we've been having that are not very helpful. Um, Thinking about how it's not fair that we got this sound in our ear, or thinking about um, how we're uncomfortable all the time with the sound. Uh, and these types of thoughts are what can really control us and make us not be able to move forward. But I hope that maybe just thinking about 2023 and the possibilities that it might have is already a wonderful thing. Because sometimes what happens to us is we're so stuck in the present moment and how much stress we feel or how we worry about the future. But really what can change all that is the idea of thinking about what could be and really imagining that. Imagining that you can be in a place where you don't think about tinnitus anymore and you're moving forward with some wonderful things in your life and feeling good about that, feeling confident in yourself again, that you're able to do some, um, you know, improve yourself. Maybe this is a good time to think about something that you've always wanted to do. It might be something as simple as keeping your room clean and having a system for doing it. Maybe posting a to-do list on a whiteboard to help you remember to do the things that are important, and then remembering to look at the whiteboard. Or maybe it's something more interesting like traveling somewhere or learning a language or getting involved in some group activity that you've always wanted to do and you never got around to doing it. But regardless, think about a few things like this and start imagining what it will be like when you're doing those things. Imagine what it would be like being able to speak another language, or traveling to a foreign land, or just the sense of organization you feel with everything maybe in your room being nice and organized. Maybe there's something that you want to buy and you can imagine that you're going to get that pretty soon and what that'll feel like. But this alone, this thinking about what could be and imagining it's already there, is something that can really improve our way of thinking so that we can be in a better place already. We can leave behind the persistent thoughts that we've been having about the sound. Maybe the sound, every time we think about it, we can decide, okay, whenever I think about this sound, I'm going to think about my trip to Italy, and I'm going to change my thoughts. I'm going to think, or every time I hear this sound, I'm going to start practicing the language that I want to learn to speak. Maybe it's Italian, so I can go to Italy. I don't know. So we can make new associations. We have an association sometimes with the sound that it's harmful. It's bad for us, and we want to change the association. We want to bring in something new to associate with the sound, and it can really help us be able to cope a lot better with the tinnitus. So start imagining about some wonderful things that can transpire in the next year and what it'll be like. Put yourself there, close your eyes and think about it. And don't just think about think about some of the details of what it'd be like, say, to be in Italy and where you'll go and what you'll eat and who you'll talk to, and get a nice clear image in your mind, and then think about that every day, and it'll start to become real. Whatever it is you want to seek, pick maybe 2 or 3 things, and make a plan to maybe spend 5 or 10 minutes every day imagining those things coming to you, and they will. It may not be exactly the way you imagine, but you'll move in a direction that's different than the one you're moving in now, and it'll be a wonderful thing. So, Happy New Year.